Soft targets, she says. That phrase gets me every time. Good morning, Strategic Prepper community, or I guess it's good afternoon. So today, got a little bit of a treat for you. So we're going to do a reaction to an article that came out in the last couple of days. Before we do that, please go ahead and click the like and the subscribe. Share this with a friend. Leave some comments. If you've got ideas on future reactions, we'd love to hear them. All right, what's the article for today? We have got, this is by Annie Renaud, and this is out of Upworthy magazine and Upworthy.com. A man told me gun laws would create more soft targets. He summed up the whole problem. So that is the article. And I'm going to read some of the highlights from this article. And this woman, Annie, is trying to make sense of the gun violence that's going on. And sometimes when I read this, I think she comes so close and then misses with a big old swing, like at the base, and swings and total miss. But we're going to see. She starts out on July 4th. A gunman opened fire at a parade. Talks about the Illinois shooting, 6 people, killing, I think it's now 7 to 6, injuring dozens, traumatizing, and once again an entire nation. And she says her family member was at the parade, was able to flee, and she gets into some personal aspects of some of the injuries. And she says after the Texas shooting, she was explaining her position about why arming teachers was a bad idea. And this one guy gave her this very brief comment. Way to create more soft targets. Soft targets, she says. That phrase gets me every time. And we're going to see right here. So, and yes, I broke my hand. And so that's what but anyway, we're going to see 2 different approaches. This guy gave her a view that is not, it's not pro, con, anything. It's just a factual thing. All right, you're creating more soft targets. She takes this totally from the emotional viewpoint. We're going to see where this leads her. Soft targets, that phrase gets me every time, she says. And as far as I know, there's only 2 places in the world where children in school or people gathering for enjoyment are referred to as soft targets. Active war zones and the United States of America. Now, first of all, that's not accurate. I mean, terrorists look for soft targets all the time. I wouldn't call the whole world an active war zone. But anyway, she goes right for the emotional response to this. And she continues, never in a million years would I think to use the word soft targets to refer to school children. So she is hung up on the term soft targets, not even thinking at all about the merits of what this man was saying to her. He was referring to a factual situation, and that factual situation is this, that when these teachers are not armed, and this is what he was saying, when teachers are not armed, they are easy soft targets for somebody who wants to commit violence. All right, so that's what he's saying. But she goes to the emotional, and they're not targets. They're people. People just living life. This is why we cannot communicate with these people. This is just my view. She totally misses the point. And the fact that she was engaging, I was hopeful when I was reading the article. Oh, she might maybe see the light here. But she goes full speed the other direction. They're not targets. They're people. People just living life. That's what freedom's supposed to be, isn't it? The ability to just live life. All right, so she goes on. Instead, we're being held hostage by a militarized monster of our own making, talking about America's gun violence, and in reference to people just going about their daily lives. She's talking about how the language has just really deteriorated. She says, the truth is we should be soft targets. No, Miss Annie, we should not. Throughout all of history, people who could protect themselves were safer. People who could not protect themselves were victims. That's all of humanity, not the bubble that you are in. But she says we should be soft targets. That's what freedom is. No, freedom is not being a soft target. What is it that Ronald Reagan would say? Peace through strength. That's how that works. All right. It says we shouldn't feel the need to arm ourselves simply to go about our daily lives. So here we have it. We have the reality that this man was trying to share with her. Basically, by not arming teachers, we're going to have more soft targets. Not for him, but for the evil people that want to perpetrate the violence. Soft, easy targets. He's talking reality. That's the situation we're in. She's talking this bubble. We shouldn't need, how many times you heard the left says, we shouldn't need, it shouldn't be like, it is like this, Miss Annie. It is like this. You say we shouldn't need feel the need to arm ourselves. People have always had to arm ourselves. All right, feeling compelled to carry a gun at all times isn't freedom. Well, honey, I'll tell you what, I feel very free when I carry my Smith & Wesson M&P 40. I feel very free and safe. All right, so this is we're living right now. The Highland Park shooting proved anything. Here we go. I love this part. If the Highland Park parade shooting proved anything, it's that even an event with a police presence in an idyllic, upscale, objectively safe neighborhood isn't safe from mass gun violence. There were good guys with guns there. There were good guys with guns in Uvalde too. There are good guys with guns in Buffalo. And actually, again, first of all, you're wrong on the Texas school. The good guys with guns were outside, not going in. And it only ended when a good guy with a gun disobeyed orders and rushed in, as far as I understand the details. But what you're saying about the police presence, you cannot connect the dots. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you connect the dots. Here at Strategic Prepper, we're all going to help you. All right? The police presence, Parkland School, the police were there. The Highland 4th of July parade, the police were there. The police were outside in the Texas school. And guess what, miss? The police don't protect you. They come in after the fact. So I'm here to help you. If you want that safe, idyllic neighborhood, you want that safe, idyllic environment, go get yourself a firearm. I personally am volunteering to coach you on how to use it. Anyway, back to the article. She says the idea of referring to people simply living their lives as soft targets will be as disturbing here as it is everywhere else. That's how she wraps it up. She's missing the whole discussion. She's missing the whole issue. She is focused on her bubble, that it shouldn't be like this. It's sometimes like trying to talk to teenagers who have no life experience, although my teenagers, when they were teenagers, had a much firmer grasp. But this is an article, it's really interesting to see into her mind. It's easy to follow them. She did a great job expressing herself and writing. And what is her name again? Annie Renaud. She did a great job putting their thoughts together and expressing herself. And you could see into her mind, which says that she wrote well. So good job on that. But it's articles like this that help us understand the people out there and the people that we're communicating with. When we talk to somebody like Annie, we have to help her understand the difference between should be and is. And she hasn't made that connection yet. It's very clear in this article. It's a good article. I encourage you all to read it. It's Annie Renaud, A Man Told Me Gun Laws Would Create More Soft Targets. That was July 6th of this year that she wrote this, and Upworthy.com. So good article. Really would give some insight to how some of these people think. And I know these people are not on our side, but it's good to understand where they're coming from. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you got another article that you would like a reaction to. All right, stay safe and stay prepared.